We were wealthy in many ways, but poor in many ways. We didn't really count on the dollars to determine whether we were rich or poor, but we looked at how the dad, the fathers in all these families, how his skills were with hunting and trapping, and that determined how rich and how wealthy you were. Because like I said, we didn't have money back then, but we had 3 square meals. We didn't have strawberries and that kind of fruits, but we did have cranberries and yellowberries and blueberries. That was our rich source of vitamin C that kept us going through the winter. Our culture, in the fall time, we, like all families, got together and we picked berries like there was no tomorrow. And that was our source of food or fruit for the winter. And of course we had lots of fish, and we had caribou and moose and rabbits. Well, when we first entered the residential school, they stripped us of all our traditional clothing and made us put on uniforms, and just like we all looked the same, and it wasn't, I didn't feel good in it. Every time I was dressed, I would cry because that's not how I looked and that's not how I felt comfortable with. And especially with the parkas, because my mom made us beautiful fancy parkas for the winter. And when they made us put on these horrible looking winter coats, all I could remember is crying, because that wasn't me. It was like my identity was taken away. And even though I had my twin sister, because we used to, at night time especially, we used to go sleep with each other, because that was our comfort and that was what held us together. And then when the supervisor would come around and see us in bed together, they'd beat us and put us in different rooms. But as to people we met from different communities, that was our family, because we were all basically in the same boat. Some were treated very well and others were not treated well at all. And Stringer Hall was for Protestants, and Grolier Hall was for the Catholics, and there was a utilidor that separated us. And we were not allowed to play with one another, even though we had relatives in Grolier Hall. We couldn't go visit them, and they couldn't go visit us. And then also in Stringer Hall, we had the junior dorm, the senior dorm for girls and boys. And then, so when my brothers were on the other side of the residential school, we just couldn't go visit them. So the only time really that we could see one another was at meals. And so Shirley and I and my other brothers and sisters, we would volunteer to help gather plates and clean up. So then when we went by our brothers, we could say hi, good morning, or whatever. But it was really a separation where we really lost touch as a family. And those are really sad days, because, I had older brothers and I loved my brothers, and to be not, we couldn't talk to them. And that was a real separation and a real, I would say that it really destroyed my family.